Let's face it, the personal finance world is full of guilt trips. Skip that $6 latte. Cancel your streaming subscriptions. Do you really need brunch every Sunday? It's as if the only way to build wealth is to live a monk-like existence, cutting away every tiny joy until you've reached financial nirvana. But here's a radical thought. What if building wealth isn't about sacrifice? What if it's about strategy? A tale of two budgets. Let's meet two fictional friends, Sarah and Lily. Sarah is frugal to the core. She brings her lunch to work, hasn't stepped foot into a cafe in years, and her idea of entertainment is watching reruns of free YouTube videos. Her motto? A penny saved is a penny earned. Lily, on the other hand, enjoys her lifestyle. She gets her oat milk matcha latte every morning, subscribes to 2 streaming services, and buys takeout twice a week. But here's the catch. Lily has an investment portfolio, a side hustle, and a rock-solid understanding of her cash flow. Guess who's building wealth faster? Spoiler alert, it's Lily. The latte lie. Let's talk about the infamous latte factor. Coined by financial author David Bach, it refers to those small daily purchases that allegedly drain your ability to save and invest. It makes sense on paper. Spend $5 a day on coffee. That's $150 a month, which knows indeed $100 a year. Over 30 years, boom, $200K if invested with compound interest. But this narrative is misleading. Yes, small savings do add up, but cutting out coffee won't make up for lack of income growth, poor investment strategy, or high-interest debt. A $200,000 net worth from skipped lattes over 30 years assumes perfect behavior, no life interruptions, and a consistent investment return. Real life? It's messy, imperfect, and caffeinated. Budgeting without the misery. Here's the truth. A good budget isn't about restriction, it's about prioritization. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? What are my essentials? What are my long-term goals? Lily doesn't feel guilty about her weekly sushi nights. Why? Because she knows her numbers. She tracks her income, spends consciously, and invests aggressively. She uses the 50-30-20 rule. 50% needs, housing, transport, food. 30% wants, lattes, hobbies, experiences. 20% savings to investments. Instead of squeezing every drop of joy from life, she makes room for it. Focus on the big wins. You want to grow your wealth? Stop sweating the small stuff. Focus on the big wins. Increase your income. Learn a new skill. Ask for that raise. Start a side hustle. Invest early and often. Automate it. Prioritize index funds or ETFs. Manage your debt, especially high-interest ones. Refinance if you must. Cut big expenses when necessary. Rent, car, recurring subscriptions. Cutting lattes won't help if your rent is swallowing 60% of your paycheck. But negotiating a 300-month rent reduction? That's $3,600 a year. Or switching to a lower-interest loan that saves you $5,000 in interest over 3 years. That's the real magic. Permission to enjoy. Let's drop the shame, shall we? You are allowed to enjoy your life while building wealth. No, really. That's not a trick statement. Financial freedom isn't just about the future. It's about having peace today. That feeling of being in control of your money instead of money controlling you. So yes, buy the latte if it brings you joy. Travel. Splurge occasionally. Live a life you're excited to wake up to. Because that's what makes this journey sustainable. Burnout is real, budget fatigue is real, and financial freedom shouldn't feel like punishment. The real question. So next time you see advice that tells you to give up everything you love for a future that's maybe 30 years away, ask yourself, is this really the hill I want to retire on? Or would you rather enjoy the view while climbing? Give yourself grace, get strategic, and remember, you don't have to choose between joy and wealth. You can absolutely have both. Final thoughts. Wealth with whimsy. This isn't just financial advice. This is a permission slip. A reminder that you are not behind. You are not irresponsible because you choose to enjoy your life. Wealth isn't a finish line. It's a lifestyle. One that includes laughing over overpriced drinks with friends, dancing in your kitchen, and living fully while planning wisely. So go ahead, sip that latte. Just make sure you've got a plan too. Because wealth isn't built by giving things up, it's built by knowing what matters most and planning for it.